In today's video, I'll be swatching the polishes from the Bridal Bliss collection by Zoya. There is only one brand new shade in this collection, the rest have been around for a while. Zoya is calling this a collection, but it looks like you can't buy the whole set together because the shades were pre-existing. It's more like a curated collection. But the polishes in this set are so pretty, they're worth sharing. So let's get started. First up, we have Lea, which is a shade we've swatched before in the Zoya Jelly Kisses collection video. Lea is a sheer opalescent white with flecks of fuchsia, green, and gold. This is meant to be a topper over other polishes, but I'm going to be swatching it alone here. If you want to see it over some other colors, you can check out my Zoya Jelly Kisses video. Next up is the only new shade, and it is called Brighton. This is a gorgeous full coverage champagne gold glitter with a little bit of holographic glitter running through it. At first I thought this was going to be like one of the Zoya Pixie polishes in dry textured, but I was pleasantly surprised when the first coat dried completely smooth and glossy. This polish has a great formula, the glitter spreads evenly, and 2 coats made it fully opaque. Next up is McKenna, which is a soft almond shade with a flash of pearl shimmer. On first coat, McKenna applied amazingly. You could probably get this fully opaque in 1 coat if you do a thicker layer. I like to do mine in thin to medium coats, so this did take 2 layers to get fully opaque. Unfortunately, the pearl kind of gets lost on the nail. You can sort of see it in the light reflection, but it doesn't jump out at you. It might look a little more noticeable in indirect lighting, but I only wore it in the video, so I'm not really sure. Next, we have Chantal, and this is a creamy beige color. Once again, this applied so smooth and even on the first coat that I think you could get away with 1 layer if applied right. 2 coats made this color completely opaque for me, and it dried with a gorgeous shine. Here is 2 coats of Chantal with no top coat. This shade is pretty similar to the last one, McKenna, but it's warmer and lacks that pearlescent shimmer. Next, we have Loretta, and this is a sheer beigey pink color. Upon first coat, it just looked like I had applied clear polish to my nail. Maybe a teeny bit of color correction, but pretty much unnoticeable. Second coat was a step up, but honestly, it really doesn't look any different than just a base coat. Third coat added enough coverage to blur my free edge line and added some more color correction. I feel like this was probably meant to work as the base and top for a French manicure, otherwise it's just a clear polish. Up next, we have Erica, which is described as a soft pale pink with lots of fine gold shimmer. First coat applied sheer, but evenly, and right off the bat I could see that gold shimmer. Second coat added a lot more coverage. I could still see my nail line a little bit, but I think if you did thicker layers, 2 coats would probably be enough. Moving along, we have Bella, which is a ballet slipper pink and a sheer milky cream finish. First coat of Bella was like Loretta, but had a lot more of a color correcting pink tone that was noticeable. Second coat added more color, but left an elegant amount of free edge showing. The Zoya website says this color works well as a base for French manicures too. Next is Avril, and this is a soft neutral pink with a little bit of light brown undertones. This was another cream color that applied like butter, so even and almost fully opaque in the first coat. The Zoya website actually says this is a perfect, universally flattering nude shade, and I'm gonna have to agree with them. I think this would look so clean and pretty on all skin tones, and the formula is absolutely amazing. I definitely recommend this one. Here is 2 coats of Avril with no top coat. Next is Rue, which is a warm mauve pink cream color. Again, this is another cream that just killed it in formulation. 2 coats had this fully opaque and gorgeous. Here is 2 coats of Rue with no top coat. Rue is very similar to Avril, but darker and has a little more pink in it. These next two colors are a little unconventional for a bridal collection, but still completely wearable. First is Abby, and this is a stunning light lavender cream. This shade of purple is hands down my favorite, especially for spring. It's like a candy purple. And surprise, surprise, this applied gorgeously. Two coats had it fully opaque and saturated. This one was definitely my favorite from the entire collection, and I can't wait to wear it more this spring. Next, we have Blue, which is a red color. Just kidding, it's blue, and it's a very light baby blue. This is one of those colors that you can tell they started with just a white polish and added like 2 drops of blue to it to make it the palest of blue. The first coat applied nicely with minimal patchiness, and second coat evened it out completely. Here is 2 coats of blue with no top coat. And last but not least, we have Snow White, which is just a plain white. The formula of this cream was the worst in the collection, but it wasn't terrible. First coat was pretty patchy and it didn't feel as smooth to apply. The second coat concealed most of the streaks, but in some lights, I felt like I could still see flashes of patchiness. I think as the polish gets older, it'll thicken up and probably get a little more opaque. And here is 2 coats of Snow White with no top coat. So there you have the 12 curated colors from the Bridal Bliss collection by Zoya. I'll have the link below to all of the polishes in case you want to pick any up. And if you enjoyed this video, I have several other swatch videos I think you might like, and you can just click on your screen here to watch them.